So back here on day 116. Yesterday I made it through Duncannon and had the sore, sad disappointment of arriving at the post office there and not having the warranty replacement shoes that I've been waiting for since I called them in Connecticut, which is almost a month ago. Basically, yeah, I think I called them almost exactly a month ago. So after some extremely childlike ranting and raving on the phone to them, I called them today, and they are overnighting the shoes to Boiling Springs, which is where, if I had gotten the shoes yesterday, I was planning on being today. So I was planning on doing like a really long hike out of Cove Mountain Shelter into Boiling Springs. But anyway, my shoes should be in Boiling Springs, which they sadly sorely need to be because these shoes that I have on are in really rough shape. So last night I hiked up into Cove Mountain Shelter. There was a northbounder there named Big Country, nice fella from Tennessee. He's been hiking northbound since May, and he's got the halfway point, and he's really happy about it. But I guess he's having some trouble with some shin splints, so I think he's actually going off the trail on Duncannon. But nice fellow, and lost 70 pounds on the trail, and he's doing good. But anyway, he's a nice guy. So today I waited around at Cove Mountain because I was thinking that the post office in Duncannon might have lost the shoes in the post office. Anyway, so it wasn't until 3 o'clock that I got a call from Merrill saying that they were overnighting the shoes to Boiling Springs. So I'm consequently hiking to Darlington Shelter to cut down on my hike into Boiling Springs, which otherwise would be like 22 miles tomorrow. So I really do want to get those shoes. I don't want to have to camp out in in Boiling Springs tomorrow. Then I also ran into another southbounder stopped by named Marathon Man, who filled me in on some details of sort of a trail saga involving a guy who's got some serious mental health issues, who's been leaving really psychotic, paranoid trail register entries in the trail registers. And by that I don't mean just like a couple sentences. He leaves page-long screeds about that seem to be paranoid, and indicate that he's, violent and kind of crazy. And I'm not just saying that because there's nothing inherently about his beliefs that I don't agree with or anything like that. He sort of, like a lot of people who are mentally ill, he tries to come off as being somehow religious and justified by his beliefs. The reality is he's definitely psychotic. So today Marathon Man told me, and I actually ran into him in Port Clinton. I saw this guy at the pavilion there. So anyway, Marathon Man filled me in on some of that story. He found a note saying that someone actually is saying that he was a suspect in a murder of a hiker. Or something like that. I don't know. It's all hearsay. But a scary fellow. Scary to be out in the woods with somebody like that. The good news is he seems to have disappeared from the trail. Bad news is, he hasn't, as far as I know. Well, who knows? Who knows what happened to the guy? Hopefully he gets something. Somebody sets him right. But sadly, a lot of those people never do. And being out hiking in a state that's not your home, probably even less likely to get any sort of help. But it's not much we can do. But I read on White Blaze about him. I've been reading his trail registry entries since like Connecticut was the first one I saw. I think there were I saw some in Vermont too. I didn't really read them, but I had some time and I read a couple of them, and I kept seeing them, but I didn't spend a lot of time on them after the first couple because they were just so bizarre. Clearly, either somebody who's trying to, I thought it was like a day hiker, because I thought it was just somebody trying to, for shits and giggles, trying to leave a crazy register entry. But no, he's been hiking all over the place. So anyway, that's the Wolfman of Helltown. And if you want to find out, you can read there's a thread on White Blaze about him, and the people who are kind of concerned about him being out here. But Marathon Man's a good fellow. Hopefully, I should see him at Darlington if I get there before tomorrow, because I am pretty slow. But hopefully catch up with him. So day 116 was kind of a loss, but got my shoe situation straightened out and got some interesting scuttlebutt about people on the trail.